alarm go off in here?
Something exploded there and they have firefighters down. Can I send anybody to assist? We do have EMS around.
10-4. Show me in front of the 700 block zone. No.
Where you need to show you out 911. 1 second for me.
Let me let up.
5122. President Carter does not have a DPA.
Clinton County SO.
Where you going?
I put together this video intro to kind of dramatize what a potential rail wreck with a crude oil spill would look like. I just got back from a 3-day training at S.E.R.T.C, that's the Security and Emergency Response Training Center, where they offer very specialized hazardous materials training. This transporting oil by crude is something that is on the increase in our country, and it's going more and more by rail. And so those of us as first responders want to be able to make sure that we're up to speed and we have the tools, knowledge, and resources to deal with any potential problems that could happen in our community. So what I want to do today is I put together a video detailing our 3 days, kind of a slideshow, and I'll narrate and kind of bring you along and help you to kind of get a flavor of what this training offers and what we learned. It was a wonderful training, some of the best I've ever had in my entire career, and I just would really encourage anyone that has the opportunity to attend to do so, because it's invaluable. So enough of my talking. Let's get to the slideshow. The first day and a half were classroom, so let's start at day 1.5. So they brought us out to the training facility where they had stacked up a bunch of railroad cars, and they'd done a really nice job, very authentic. Lots of resources, everything at our disposal, very nice equipment. We had all the foam we could want to pump, things we could only dream of in our own departments just for sheer expense. The level of instructors was really impressive to me. They were top-notch. I think we figured out there was 275 years of experience between the staff. Real rail cars, a lot of time spent on how to identifying them, how to work around them, all the hazards, all the different things on the fire ground that can kill you was invaluable. Who doesn't like trains and learning about how the couplers worked and where the safe zones and where the kill zones were, how to set the brakes, how to identify the different types of cars, and the cargo was something that was really invaluable. And it was really nice having the hands-on and the guys taking the time to answer all of our questions. And again, very authentic. Looked just how you would come upon a real rail disaster. It was some fantastic training. Again, how everything works, how the trains are coupled together, a lot to do with valving and how to shut things off. Here is a rapid response vehicle that we would actually see that the railroad might bring out to assist us in a wreck. And here's the bus that they hauled us to lunch. The first part of the class was diking and damming. Broke up into 3 different sections, but this one here taught us how to stop leaks, how to deal with oil product that floats, how to deal with product that sinks. Here's Team 2's effort. Of course, Team 2 was my team, our team. And not all teams enjoyed the same success, but among firemen there is never any competition. Not an effective way to dam. Team 3, well, about the same results. That was supposed to stop the water. Here we go, more tanks. Here's a tank that was actually in a real derailment. So we had the real props there. Lots of examples, what to look for, how to determine what's damage is too much damage. There's a bulkhead. That's 1/2-inch steel, guys. Amazing. The forces. That was the coupler. So we got to go inside and really look at the valving and see how things work. The props, the time spent on making things, and the facility was top-notch. It was great to be able to really get your hands on these things and understand it. Again, equipment that they had. Everything was so nice. Using things that we have. Pretty much everything that we have, they had there. It was nice to be learning from guys that have a real fire experience. These are not just a bunch of hazmat geeks. These are guys that a lot of them are retired career firefighters, 20, 25 years. So that was really helpful to combine those two together. Again, you can see a good myriad of different types of cars. Great equipment. I keep showing a lot of equipment, manifolds. Look at the master stream, 750 gallons per minute. Nice trucks. It just unlimited everything. It was wonderful. A great experience. A lot about foam. Foam is how you put out these oil fires, and we had no shortage of that. So, I know about foam, but how often do we get to use it? I didn't really understand the principles and how important it is to lay it down correctly and in the right manner. A lot of how tanks fail, what to look for, the science of it, to put the myth away and find out what tank is going to blow, what tank is not going to blow, how close can we get. It depends on the product. So a lot of that was really important. But I really did like learning from guys that had the fire experience, that have actually done this before. That was, to me, one of the most important things. Materials, there's the insulation inside of a jacketed tank. Again, proper techniques of laying down foam and how to cool tanks. Just a lot of this type of firefighting is just the opposite of what we learn. Dealing with this crude oil, we don't want to put water right on the fire always. It's always more about cooling and about foam blankets and mixing and proportions. And those things, most of us are a little bit shaky on. I myself was. I thought I knew a little bit about it, but I really didn't. Everything I knew was pretty much wrong. Again, more of the equipment that we could possibly see in our departments. Foam blankets, how to lay them down, how not to penetrate them. Just really great mixing. Here's a Pro Pack, something that a lot of departments have, and the good and the bad with that. Master streams, things we may or may not have, but although we won't use these things and our department's not going to have these copious amounts of water, it is nice to see that they're out there and just to be experienced. Here's a boilover simulator that did not work. It's the only place in the world where they can do a boilover simulator. Unfortunately, we had some issues, but nonetheless, I have a better understanding. Day 2, guys. I got to wrap this up. Future trains that were developed here by Grumman jet trains. A lot of history in this place. So day 2 was a live fire burn. There's the guys getting all ready. And one thing, in conclusion to this, that I'll say that I got, it was just so wonderful to see a group of guys come together and with good understanding and knowledge and training and good leadership, how well we were able to work together. It was the real deal. It was really hot, and there was real hazard there, and it was really comforting being on the nozzle right there in the front line, knowing that you had guys behind you watching your back, knowing that you had good leadership, knowing that you had guys that had proper training and knew what to look for, knew what was dangerous. And I'll tell you what, had I been in that situation without this training, I would have been very reluctant to do it. I would have been very scared to be in that environment. But even though I could feel the heat and be in that difficult and challenging and taxing environment, I knew the guys behind me had my back and they were watching out for me and that they understood what was going on. And that, for me, was the best part of the whole training. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry it was hard to fit 3 days into 9 minutes. I've done the best I can. It was hard to get the footage while trying to take the training and work. I had over 200 different image or video files, but this is the best I could do. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I couldn't recommend it enough. So thanks a lot.